All right, all right.
Right?
Good.
Oh, okay. You good? All right. So me?
It's on you.
What's going on, cousins? What's happening? It's been a long time. It's been a minute, but we getting back into it. We going to prioritize correctly, and we're gonna get back on this train, midnight train to Georgia, right?
Right, right.
So we're gonna do better. And we're gonna get back on this consistency. We fell off a little bit, but we're gonna get it right. We're gonna make it happen. So good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Today, tomorrow, tonight, last night, tomorrow night, and all that good jazz. Thank you for tuning in for another episode of Just Cause Podcast. Me and my round, my ace, I'm saying my right hand, the homie,
The homie.
the homie. They own me. Uh Molly's on the night, back again. What's
I
your thoughts? What you got to say for
I
yourself?
am refreshed. And I thought about you last week. I was in a meeting.
Me?
Yeah, because someone that was hosting the meeting started off just like you. Good morning, good afternoon, good night, because we all in different regions of the world, and it's just like, okay, you gotta capture everyone. So I thought about you last week. I was just like, you know what, cuz might be on to something.
That might trademark.
Yeah.
Might have the trademark.
Yeah, but I am refreshed after the weekend. Um, it was a busy weekend, so I'm trying to get myself prepared for, huh?
What you do this weekend?
I had my goddaughter's baby shower. I had our cousin's birthday barbecue. So I've been running all weekend.
That's right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So there's been a lot going on. I had to take my son to a new hospital. Um,
Mm.
so I've been busy all weekend and I just needed a good nap that I haven't been able to get yet, but I'm gonna get it this weekend.
Yeah. I got me one yesterday. Came out of nowhere. I tried to fight it, but I lost.
What?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I lost. But so a friend of mine came into town this weekend, and Saturday we went to the Jack Daniels distillery and we went to the Uncle Nearest distillery.
Shut up.
Yes. Back to back.
What?
Because they're only like 30, 40 minutes apart.
Mhm.
Yeah, so we did that Saturday, full day.
Wow.
Uh, yeah, and we started early because the the Jack Daniels tour started at 9:40,
Oh.
and it's 2 hours from where I'm at. So we had an early day, and hit that up. Then we walked around the town a little bit. It's not a big town.
Oh, it's not?
And Jack Daniels pretty much they might as well just change the name of the town to Jack Daniels.
Really?
Yeah, I don't even know why it's called Lynchburg. They might as well just change it to Jack Daniels because Jack Daniels is on everything in that. Because I'm telling you, the town is small, and like I think they said Jack Daniels owns like 3,000 acres.
Really?
Yes.
Oh wow, that's cool. I saw it was a lot of tours going on at Uncle Nearest distillery this weekend. Packed.
Well, yeah. So Saturday they had a tribute. They had a military or no, was that yeah, it was a military like event Saturday morning
Okay.
because I seen it on the way down because you gotta go past like, Uncle Nearest to get to Jack Daniels.
Okay.
But yeah, but they had a military event honoring military. at that morning, and I would have went, but I had the Jack Daniels thing first. So because I wanted to go to Jack Daniels first and then go to Uncle Nearest.
Yeah.
I want to be at that bar. You know what I mean?
Had a good time.
Yeah, I want to be at that bar. You know what I'm saying? And plus they had music all day. And they saying they about to start hosting events outside here the next month, I think. Yeah. So
I'm watching. I'm on the watch. To who's gonna be there? I'll be right there if need be.
yeah. So I asked my friend, I was like, which one you like better? And she like Uncle Nearest. I like Uncle Nearest because it's not just you go to the distillery, you do a tour, you do a taste, and then that's about it. You know, you might get to walk around a little bit. But Uncle Nearest, you got the barbecue restaurant, you got the bar, and now they about to open up they about to start hosting outside events too. So all you gotta do is bring your lunch here. I mean, if you just go hang out at the bar.
Yeah.
So and they be having I guess they have music or live music come in uh on the weekends. So it's a vibe. I
Did,
ain't mad.
did you see Fawn and her husband or no?
I left. So I seen her husband. He was walking around because she was doing a toast at 1856, which is 656.
Okay.
Because one of their whiskeys is 1856. So they was doing a toast at 1856, but we left up out of there
Oh, okay.
before then. But and because they were saying like Fawn was gonna be there, Miss Edie Butler was gonna be there, and her husband was gonna be there, but Fawn and Miss Edie were gonna sign bottles.
Oh man, I missed it again.
Yeah, so they said they was gonna sign bottles, and now now you're able to get your bottle etched.
Really?
Yes, so if you want something on your bottle now, they have that option now too.
Okay.
Yeah, and then I was able to get another bottle. Something happened where they had tapped one of their barrels, and they ended up doing something. Then they ended up making like Uncle Nearest Rye Blue Label.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so now I got like 5 bottles that I probably won't ever open.
Yeah.
If I can get the other bottle signed, I won't open.
Okay. Just a collector's item.
Yeah. But I have all their products now, plus the extra one, which is pretty dope.
Yeah, it is.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm. Good
But
for
yeah,
you.
good time, good time. Then Sunday night, Sunday, my homeboy hit me up and he said he's gonna throw some stuff on the grill to come through. So I was over there till like 1 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
Yeah, we was playing spades. Uh, we so me and my first time me and my friend ever played together. We demolished the first team,
Oh.
and then the second team, we went back and forth. I've never played spades or had that level of competition in spades before. Like we both set each other. We got set twice.
Huh?
We set them 3 times. And we was just going like back and forth, and like we even went back 100 because we had too many sandbags,
What?
and then we ended up pulling off the win at the end.
Oh, okay. At one
Yeah,
o'clock in the morning.
yeah. I think we played for about a good hour and a half.
Yeah.
So I was like, man, this is real.
Yeah.
It felt like that. I don't know if you remember that episode of Cosby Show where uh they was playing cards and like Claire had her partner and then Cliff had his partner.
I don't remember that one.
No, yeah. And then like Cliff and his partner was trying to cheat and they were trying to come up with these codes to tell each other what they had. And they still got demolished.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Claire was like pulling cards out of his hand and just putting them down.
What?
Because it was a done game. It was a done deal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I gotta go back and watch that one. Mm-mm-mm.
But yeah, but that's where that nap came in yesterday, and it got me.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've been struggling the past couple of days. I'm just like, it's not enough time. I need more time. Give me just a good couple hours. I got up and I went yesterday to take the kids to go see Little Mermaid. So that it's really actually pretty good. Like I'm not into singing and all that in movies, but it was really good.
Okay. All right.
It looked actual. Like it wasn't like, oh, she's got fake hair in her head. Nothing like that. Like that would distract me from actually looking at the movie. So I thought it was pretty good.
Okay. Nice. Nice.
Yeah.
I heard it was getting some good reviews from people.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard a lot of positive things about it.
Yeah. I said they need to start really taking an interest in doing different movies that are across the board. Like you get to see everything, like interracial families, things of that nature. And it's accepted. So I thought the way that they um mixed it up or directed it, I should say, was pretty good.
Better not like Dr. Umar here, you say that.
I saw the video last night. Jay had sent it to me, and I was like, "Oh man, like he's really going off." But yeah, and he's in Delaware, so I don't want no problems. Yeah, his school is in Delaware.
I didn't know that.
Didn't know that either until a couple months ago.
The school even never mind.
Shoot, I needed him a year ago. Truth be told, where was you at? But anyway, yeah.
All right. Let's get on this topic for the evening.
Yeah. So we're going to be talking about mental health tonight.
Mental health.
Yes.
Yeah. Something I've been going through myself.
Yeah. So I think that a lot of people are struggling for whichever reason, whether it's financial issues, um, everyday issues. I feel like that I've talked to so many people in the last couple of weeks. And I don't generally pick up the phone and call people. I did call my cousin last week because for whatever reason, I can always sense something's not right with someone. So I did talk to a couple of people last week, and it kind of made me reflect on I definitely need to call people more, just to check in on them because a lot of people are dealing with different things. And do you know when to stop and seek help in a sense? Um, like, do you know what signs to look for in yourself when you know that you're not feeling right? Who do you reach out to? All that good stuff. And it made me think about after talking to doctors on Friday, like, do we all need some type of safety plan in our phones or on a refrigerator of if we're not feeling well, who do we reach out to? Like a listing. That's what we have now in place. So what steps do we need to take, like a call center or things of that nature, which we didn't have before. So well, I didn't know about it, the direct number. So it just made me think about everything because we are definitely dealing with issues.
Yeah, I agree. I definitely agree. And it's it can sneak up on you and you may not know it or you may not really realize it or recognize any symptoms. Cause like for me, I started getting into a depressive state and I was home and I was chilling and it just so happened that like I don't know why, but it just popped in my head and I was like, I think I'm depressed. And it wasn't no severe case. It's pretty mild. I think it's still pretty mild. And sometimes it gets a little hard, but yeah, I recognized it back in 2018. I was sitting at home and I was like, I think I'm depressed because like I was feeling real lethargic. I wasn't really had a whole lot of motivation like I usually did. Like, because prior to I was working out like hard. I got into CrossFit heavy, and I was working out like twice a day, and then like CrossFit I was doing that like 6 7 days a week, and I was like I had was just out and about. I had the the motorcycle club. We was out doing we was out doing different events like volunteering and just doing riding and going out, and then kind of slowed down a little bit, but yeah, I was just like I think I'm depressed, and like I reached out to a couple friends and just to get their opinion. I was like, hey, I think I'm depressed, and they one was like, nah, you just kind of like to stay to yourself, and you just like kind of like being in your, and like at times I do. I'll admit that. Like sometimes I do just kind of like get into my introverted ways and just kind of like just need to be by myself and just kind of recharge.
Mhm.
Uh but like it didn't feel like that. It didn't feel like the normal like let me just chill out. And so yeah, so then I think I told another friend it was kind of the same way, like, nah, you just kind of like be by yourself and just kind of do your thing. And so I just kind of like just kept going on doing, day to day my normal things. And then it wasn't until probably last year when I was like, all right, I need to kind of get into therapy. Like I always thought about going to therapy, but I just never made the motion to go, or I never made the effort to go. And so, but last year I decided to go, and I was kind of like, hey, I'm just don't have a whole lot of motivation to do anything. I'm feeling lethargic, and I just feel like I can't really sleep. My sleep's been off, and I was just like, I just need, talk. And then like I went to this one therapist, and she talked more than I did, and I was like, this ain't a good fit. Probably not a good fit. She was yeah, she was talking way more than me. And I was like, I thought I was supposed to be talking. I thought you were supposed to be asking me questions.
Oh my
Like
God.
she asked me a question, and I kind of give her an answer. Like she asked me about my hobbies, and I was like, I ride, I like to ride motorcycles. And she was like, oh, have you rode the dragon, or have you did this? And then she went on this like 20-minute spiel about something, and I was just sitting there, and like I was like, am who is supposed to be talking?
That's half your hour right there.
Right.
The intros and conclusion.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so needless to say, I didn't go back to her for like 4 or 5 months.
Mhm.
And then I was talking to somebody else, and then I was like, all right, let me get back into it. And luckily I went back to go see her because that's who I seen prior. And then she was like, oh, I gotta have to get you on a different program because something was going on at the clinic, or and so and this was at work.
Yeah.
So they was like, yeah, so they was gonna give me a referral to go to a civilian.
Okay.
So yeah, so that's when I started going to the civilian. I started going to the civilian this year, and like, not it's pretty good, pretty good. Worked through some things, figured some things out. She's giving me some stuff to kind of work on, and she wants me to be more social and stuff like that. Which I used to be quite the social person, but I still tend to be introverted. But yeah, so I'm just working on that, among some other things, and getting back into this workout life. I went today. I'm hurting. So man, but I gotta be consistent, gotta be disciplined, and gotta get back in it.
I think the people that I talked to last week, I talked to quite a few people, and I don't know why I did. It just was, I guess I was a magnet last week of talking to different people in the last 2 weeks. And a couple of them has said, I need to go see a therapist, but I don't have the money to, or, you know, I don't know. I want to ask you this. Is it a thing with Black men where they feel like something's going to be taken away from them, or their pride will, if they go and they express their feelings out on a couch to someone? Um, do you feel like that, or have you felt like that?
I feel like that's more of an individual, and I feel like it's more of what kind of environment you was raised in, because I don't want to generalize just Black men, right? Because not all, no one person is the same. Let's you know what I mean. Let's get that, regardless of, anyway, race isn't real anyway, but no one person is the same, right? So everyone's different. Everyone has, we may have similarities, but we're not all the same, right? But some people, depending on, you know, what kind of, I don't want to say maturity level, but what kind of uh experiences you've been through, it may be easier for some to do, to go and talk and express their feelings than others. And I believe that environment plays a lot of that, right? If you're in an environment where uh it's accepted, and it's, there's no judgment behind it, then maybe more inclined to go and feel more comfortable going and expressing yourself. Whereas, if you're in an environment or grew up in an environment where it's not acceptable, then it may be harder. You know what I mean? And I feel like there's a lot of stigmatism, and there's a lot of stereotypes about it, that you know that may prevent some people. And then there's also, if I mean, it is a cost. There's some type of affordability, but I do believe that, there is some type, that I would hope there's some type of program that you can research or find out in your local area where you can talk to someone, or it may not be in your local area. It may be something that you can find online where you're able to talk to someone for, maybe you get like a first one free, or you might get like a reduced cost, or there may be something you can work out, where you're able to get that talk and get that, be able to express yourself. But that's men not expressing themselves. We're not really. I think we talked about this before, but we're not really taught to express ourselves. You know what I mean? And I feel it's more prevalent in uh, African American men due to history. That's why we harp on history. That's why we talk about history. That's why we want to teach the right history, so that we have an understanding of why we act a certain way, why we behave a certain way, and why we feel a certain way, and why some things are acceptable, some things are not. So, to answer your question, I feel like it's a yes and a no question. I mean, yes or no answer. I feel like some are more comfortable expressing themselves and going to therapy, and I feel like some don't. And then you also have to put in that religion aspect too. Uh, if some people are religious, and they'll go talk to their pastor or deacon or someone at the church leadership. You know what I mean? So nothing against them, but there's nothing wrong with seeing them and also seeing a licensed therapist who, this is what they do on a regular basis. Your pastor, your deacon, they have a much broader responsibilities.
Yes.
So someone, this is all they do. Is subject matter expert. So yes.
I feel like it's different levels to mental health as well, meaning that, when we have younger kids, I know for me, I want to create a space that my kids can come and talk to me. And if I feel like that they need additional help, or if they need an additional space to talk, then I want to reach out to a psychologist or a therapist. Or I know it's group sessions, family sessions that you can go into, or individual sessions. We've done that. So I want to create a space where, for my son, that he's able to talk to me, and that he knows that I hear what he's saying. Because I think sometimes when um little boys are similar to us, he's outnumbered in our house, meaning he's the only guy in here. So we don't understand necessarily what he's going through as a teenage boy in this day and age. Meaning it's not the same when we came through. Meaning we didn't have a cell phone in front of us, or we didn't deal with the things that they're dealing with coming out of COVID and different things of that nature. So they are dealing with different issues, where they're basically going into school and it's a war zone at this point. Doesn't matter what, the boy, girl, woman, man, it doesn't matter. It's a war zone at this point, and hopefully that you make it home. So that's something that we weren't equipped with, but now in Delaware, they're starting to get therapists and psychologists in to hold sessions in school, because some of these kids don't have access at home to those therapy sessions at the end of the day. So why not have those therapy sessions at school with requirements attached to them as well? I meaning you can't just send anyone in there to talk to these kids. So you have to be experienced and have knowledge about the different things so that they may be dealing with. But I feel like, talking within the last couple of weeks, I feel like it's important for this generation of kids and the college kids as well, because they're dealing with things too, meaning they're away from home, some of them. They went through COVID. Some of them didn't have a prom. They didn't get to experience all of high school or sports for that matter. So I feel like we've all been through different things, but the one thing that I will say, I'm sure that I said it before within previous podcast sessions, but within the last year and a half, I personally needed a break. I knew that I was at my point, whether it's very overwhelming for a regular person. If you're a mom, if you're a dad, if you're working, if you're an entrepreneur, if you got stuff on top of stuff on top of stuff, and you are overseeing a lot of people, it is overwhelming. And I got to my point where I was at my breaking point. Like, if I don't leave, I'm going to hurt. I know that. I know my breaking point. So I haven't gone to a therapist yet. I need to. But I feel like in the past I have gone to therapists and they helped for healing purposes and all of that. But I feel like this time around that it's a little different, because I am truly an overseer. Like, I feel like sometimes, like in the last 2 weeks, people can call me and pour out everything. Like, like, and I know sometimes I do it too to people, but like, when I get on the phone, like I have one person trying to call me right now. He's been trying to call me for like a month now. I can't pick up the phone. I can't, because you can pour out to me and I can't receive it anymore at this point. Meaning people will call, and they don't even realize that you're really struggling. Like, You can't take any more. I can't take any more baggage at this point. Like
Mm.
I am up here, like done. So I just feel like sometimes we gotta take a break. And if you gotta turn your phone off, if you gotta silence it, if you gotta put it on do not disturb, I'm heavy on that. I have a golden rule from 9 to 9. Do not call me. If you're not in my circle, meaning this person right here that's on here, he's in the circle. But a lot of other people, meaning if you're not in the immediate circle, you're not gonna. This phone is not gonna ring. It's not gonna get to me until 9 the next morning. So, I just feel like you have to set those boundaries for your own mental health. Like because if you don't, people will call you at 11, 12. Your phone will be dinging at 1 a.m. And I've had to block people because of that.
Really?
Yeah, because it's rude. Like I don't even talk to you like that. Why are you inboxing me at 1 o'clock in the morning with a stupid video? Block. Done.
Oh man.
So
Yeah. Yeah. Mm.
um it's been very eye-opening through this whole, I wouldn't even call it just COVID, the pandemic, dealing with it. I'm just saying it's been a true learning experience of learning myself. Even my boss just told me a couple weeks ago, she was just like, India, you don't even say nothing in meetings anymore. When they be on there arguing, you don't even say nothing. You just get off. Leave the meeting immediately. Like, no, I'm not gonna participate in that. Y'all can sit on here argue, but for me, just tell me what you need from me. And if there's any problems, let me know.
Mm.
Other than that, I have no tolerance anymore for arguing, none of that. I don't.
I wish I had that luxury back when I had to go to meetings.
Yeah.
Just get up and leave. Man, I just had to sit there.
Here we go.
Here we go. And all my expressions showed in my face because I was not trying to hide any facial expressions that I have, and ugh, it's annoying. But yeah, I feel you that transfer of energy when like someone has something going on and they come and vent to you, and it's sometimes you don't understand that you're putting that on whoever that you're talking to,
Yeah.
and then you know what I mean. And even though they may be sitting there listening to you and trying to help you through it, but you're putting that weight on that person. You know what I mean? And it's like it can get heavy. You know what I mean? And like which I don't mind. Like I have friends that hit me up, and they asking me for rare advice, or they have questions because of me being HR. They only for some like they only trust me, and they're like they'll go talk to their HR, and like sometimes they'll call me and verify if what their HR told them was right. You know what I mean? Yeah, I've had that happen like in the past. Like, yeah, my HR told me this. Are they right? And you know what I mean? So it's like so like I get it. It's like, because I want to help, especially people that's in my people that's I care about and want to help. You know what I mean? Like I'll do that. I had people calling me at 10, 11 o'clock at night having questions about things or whatever, and I'm like, cool, you know, cool. I've had friends that call me. They was in a different time zone and call me at like 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, wake me up out my sleep.
Yeah.
You know, but I'll sit here and I'll sit here and have this conversation with you. It's all good. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, that can get heavy and it can be a lot. And it's like, who, then, you know, who do you go and vent to or do that release to or with? You know what I mean? And it doesn't have you don't have to do it with somebody. Like you can go for a walk. You can go work out. You can if you have a hobby. You know what I mean? Like go do that. You know what I mean? Like I picked up I picked up a Lego set that I've been working on. We'll see. I'm pretty proud.
Yeah, let me see it.
You know what I'm saying? The Batman tumbler.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I've been working on that.
Are
You
you
know,
1 hour a night or no?
I haven't worked on that in like 2 weeks. I gotta get back on it. I need to finish that. But and I want to pick up some more and work on them. That's like it's like over 2,000 pieces.
Hmm.
So I mean it's something to do, something, you know, something to work on and get it out. And like my therapist told me to start journaling. Like she wants me to start journaling. Something that I thought about doing for years and I never like really took the time to really do it. You know what I mean? And so like something that I gotta prioritize and I gotta, you know, really put my my foot down and put my best effort. Like, all right, let me do this. Let me do this. Let me, let me schedule this out. Let me prioritize this. Let me do this. You know, a friend of mine, he suddenly got an interest in golf and he's been talking to me about it. And so like I like the golf. You know, golf is like one sport that I don't know how, but it could be so annoying that you want to go back and do it again.
Really?
Yes. So
Okay.
annoying because you're trying to hit the ball and you're trying to make sure that ball goes straight, and then if it goes left and it goes right, it goes left and it goes right, and that one time that you hit that golf ball and it goes straight, you hook.
Yeah.
You're trying to get that again, man. Trying to get that high again.
Mm.
So things like that. So like I used to go to Top Golf a lot and go out there to the driving range. So stuff that I gotta we gotta pick up and we gotta do, and whatever that release is. Hopefully it's nothing illegal, but we gotta find ways to release, find ways to you know gotta be able to set boundaries for yourself, regardless of who it is.
Yeah.
You
I
gotta set.
know. I've been trying to get back into, doing the t-shirts and
Mhm.
hoodies and all that. I got some orders to push out the next 2 weeks, and it's just like, okay, I need to get back into it. Like I found myself being so consumed with what was going on in life that when I got off of work, like all day long, it was work, dealing with school, work, dealing with school, like nonstop, 7 days a week. I'm
Mm.
sending emails to the school on Sunday,
Mm.
all Sunday, because it's just like if I don't remember, I need to get this out right now because
Mm.
there's so much going on every single day. So like in the last, I would say like 2 or 3 weeks, I just was like, no, I'm not. I said all that I needed to say,
Mm.
all that I needed to say. Now I'm gonna get back into doing my business because as far as I'm concerned, I had missed out on all the money that I could possibly miss out on. Let me jump back into this. But it also it clears my mind in a sense
Mm.
of that this is something that I enjoy doing,
Mm.
not for the money at all. It is
Mm.
just to clear my mind. This is something that I don't have to worry about anything else. I just like to create in a sense. So, like Three Stacks said, if I don't create, I don't feel good. And I haven't been feeling good. So it's good to be back and creating and doing what I love to do. So yeah.
Yeah, I can dig it. I can dig it. And to go back to your point that you were saying, like there's different levels. Uh, I stole it from my friend. She had posted this thing that says that there is such a thing as highly functional depression, and like I stole it from her and I posted it on my page. But I was like, absolutely, like I can absolutely go out here and socialize and be funny and laugh and joke and be very functional. You know what I mean? But then when I come back home, you know what I'm saying, it's like this, you know what I mean? It goes beyond like the introvert of let me go recharge. You know what I mean? Like it's been going deeper than just like me recharging. and then like it takes me longer to get out of it and to get back to myself.
I talked to a family member last week, and I was talking to them about that. Like when we were at a family event, they were, smiling, joking, ha ha ha. But when I got on the phone with them days later, and I was just like, yo, what was going on? Because it was some statements made that were like too much. Like they went too far. And she was like, yeah, they went totally too far. And that's why I don't like being around them. But I was just like, hold on, wait a minute. Like, we need to talk about this. And thankfully that we did for a little bit talk about it, because they had to get out to someone what they really, really felt. So, just because people are in your face smiling does not mean that they're happy.
Absolutely.
And I think that we as people need to understand that. But also, I think that we need to be mindful about the things that we say to people. I'm so cautious of that now, because I don't want for people to remember me by being rude to them in a sense, or that I wasn't there for them. I don't know why, but I just don't like that. And I felt like, when I hear rude statements, and it just it just took me back to childhood. And it's just like, man, we are still dealing with this 20 years later, 20 plus years later, of being malicious to one another, and just being mean spirited. And I felt for the person, because it was embarrassing, but they didn't say anything in the moment. So I was just like, I know the story, and to others, when they saw it, they couldn't identify it, because it was just like, man, why are they doing that? But I knew the backstory behind it. So, of the non-responsiveness, meaning that they shut down because of so much history behind being mistreated, that they feel like they don't have a voice in a sense. And if they would say something, that would take away the relationship that exists, the little bit of relationship that exists. And you want to lose certain family members with correcting them. So is it your own mental health that you have to shut your voice off to keep these people happy? Or do you stand up for yourself? And I feel like sometimes we do need to stand up for ourselves, and speak how we truly feel, because I feel like I let that go on for so long as an individual, meaning that people intentionally mistreated me. And I was just like, a couple of years ago, I was just like, F all of this. I don't even care anymore. I won't go to a family reunion, nothing. If you don't treat me right while I'm in your presence, I'm not coming. I'm not showing up. I don't care whatever you try to do. I will try it again, meaning I'll go to a family function. And if you guys F up in that family function, I won't come back. I just won't. That's just what it is. So that's something that I have to work on, meaning that, when things happen, and in that moment, I did say, hey, this is not right. I don't know what your problem is, but I'm not going to tolerate it. And in that moment, people were saying, India, just be quiet. Don't say anything. That's just how family is. And it's just like, no, that's not how family's supposed to treat one another. So, like, let's stop dismissing bad behavior, because it is a part of our mental health too, meaning that we get so consumed with dealing with people's bad behaviors that it's just like other family members are just like, oh, don't say anything. But I feel like also, if you have a problem with someone, pull them aside and talk to them yourself, meaning let me call them up, let me talk to them. But for those times when people are just very mean-spirited, I have had enough of people. So I'm just not gonna tolerate it. I'll see you when I see you. If I see you. Good luck to you. No hard feelings, but that's my level of dealing with people at this point, just mine for myself. So you do have to make decisions on how you're going to be treated. And the first time it's on them. The second time it's on you. Third time, it definitely is on you. If you let things go before, it is on you because you can't place blame on being mistreated solely on a person because you allowed it. So that's where I am at this point. Can't do it anymore.
Mm.
Mhm.
Mm. Mm. Easier said than done for some folks.
Yeah,
Easier said than done. We're gonna we're gonna do part two.
yeah.
We're gonna have to do
We had to.
we're gonna do a part two. Because like that interview that we've been talking about, like she touched on that a little bit too.
Oh, did she?
On why she allowed things to go on for so long and all this was going on behind the scenes.
Well, that goes along with my own story in December. So well, a part of my story. So we'll save that for next time. But you guys have to be mindful about, even if you're not with people, how you are being respected and treated. And if you allow people to mistreat you in any shape or form, some people will take that and run with it. And that's not okay. It's not okay as women and men.
Absolutely. Because I'll stop dealing with you. I don't care. Because I'll drop you like a bad habit, act like you ain't never existed in my life. I
I
have
think
no problem.
I think that might be a family trait too.
I have no problem doing
Mm-mm-mm.
it. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, we're gonna do a part two.
Yeah, but I would just say if people are having issues, please seek help. If you feel that you're not the same, uneasy, um, what did you call it? High,
Oh, highly functional.
highly functional. I always forget it. Highly functional, meaning that you're smiling, you're acting like everything is perfect. And I always say it was a news reporter up in New York um that jumped to her death a couple of years ago.
I remember that.
Pretty girl. And I was just like, man, you had it made. I want to say she was Miss America or Miss Universe at one time. Like,
Yeah, it won something.
yeah. So, very pretty girl and had a good career, and she went to school to be a lawyer and all that, I thought. So sometimes we look at a book and we're just like, oh, that's a perfect book. And they're not dealing with whatever. And
I mean,
so,
it's happened so many times. And Robin Williams, Anthony Bourdain, I mean, just to name a couple. Like everybody thinks that everything is glitz and glamour, but you don't really know what a person's going through. And even if like you'd be surprised how you can help someone and possibly save someone just by asking, "Are you okay?" Sometimes like don't know how to ask or how to bring up the topic or conversation because of some type of judgment or dismissal. You know what I mean? So it's like they may out, they might out have these outbursts or yeah, they have these outbursts of that they're going through something, and and you may receive it as one thing, but it could be just like, look, I just want someone to acknowledge me and ask me if I'm okay.
That's the real deal.
You know what I mean? And you can't be, and it's sometimes I don't really want may not want your advice. You know what I mean? Or your dismissal, or to tell me that nothing's wrong and everything's okay.
Gotta check my ring. I agree because I think that it's so important to set aside time. All it takes is 5 minutes of sending a text or picking up the phone to call someone. I did that last week. I was picking off talking to someone, and when I talked to them, I was just like, wow, like you're really struggling, and you need help. I can't give you that help, but you
Mm,
definitely need help. You gotta get it. You gotta stop playing because this is your life that you are taking for granted, and you have a family, and you gotta take care of your own health and your mental health. It's not just, oh, let me go work out and be crazy. No, that's not. It's so much into this, meaning spirituality, religion, whatever you believe in, um, valuing your life, knowing how you feel, eating health,
mm,
working out, all that good stuff, and maintaining a good balance of career too. Because I know sometimes some of us get so consumed with working nonstop. I just had to stop earlier. I logged off and I started cutting material right after I logged off. I'm just like, what are you doing? You need, first of all, you need to eat dinner. That's just first. But
mm,
get back to that. You got until the end of this week to get this stuff done. But I'm just saying, take your time when you need it. I know I'm tired from the weekend. So I'm working on borrowed time right now before I shut down.
mm,
One of these days is probably gonna be a shutdown day. I'm
mm,
gonna make it the Saturday, but yeah, I just feel like when you're not feeling well, and I feel
mm,
like some people kind of delay seeking help for whatever reason, whether it's financial reasons, whether it's you don't want to hear the truth, and um, you know, sometimes it's needed. You know, you need to call your core people if they can help you. I know the person I talked to last week, they were just like, I talked to you, but I haven't talked to another one of your relatives yet because I know they're gonna dig in me and tell me the truth. And I'm just like, yeah, they gonna dig in you for sure, for sure. But it's a good dig. It's not being malicious or anything like that. But I also say you gotta value your core people too, knowing that they're not being malicious. They're just wanting you to get better and want to see a healthier you and a happier you. I know for me, when I talk to my people, um, that's what I want for everyone. I want everybody to be happy around me. Don't bring that bad energy over here, you crying and don't call my phone with all that. You know, I love you, but I'm positive over here. Don't call me with that nonsense and arguing all of that. Uh-uh. I'm gonna offer you a solution or solutions, options. Um, but don't always be negative because it's always a positive
mm,
in whatever situation. It's always a positive. So
mm.
yeah,
Interesting. Yeah, we got right.
we gotta wrap it up.
Yeah, we got to wrap it up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we will be back with numbers. I can't get the numbers right now, but I did get them on Friday to help the national number that you can call or text if you want help.
Mm. 1-800-273-TALK. 8255 is the mental hotline for the U.S.
That's what it is.
1-800-273-TALK or 8255. Yeah. Well, it's been real. It's been a good combo.
Yeah, it has been a good combo. We will be back soon. Um, to give some more advice and all
Mm.
that good stuff.
Oh, here's another one. 866-903-3787. National Mental Health Hotline. That's another one too. 24 hours. And it's free.
Okay, that's good. Good, good, good.
For anyone struggling with depression, anxiety, or any mental health crisis. Anxiety. Ooh. I didn't know I had anxiety.
So,
Mm-mm-mm. Part two. Part two.
we will talk about these evaluations that I just found out about and the different options that you have, but you can get tested for anxiety, mood swings, depression, PTSD, all of that good stuff. So when we come back, hopefully I'll have more information that is reliable.
All right.
Yeah. So we love you, everyone, for supporting us. I will say that I always get people to say that they listen to us. Make sure y'all hit the like button, subscribe on all platforms.
Leave a review. Let us know what you think. If there's something you want us to talk about, please leave a review. Let us know how we're doing. Let us know what we're doing. I know everybody calls me when they be talking to me, hey man, I listen to the show. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. You
Yeah.
know, but yes, but we're back. We're gonna stay consistent. We're gonna be disciplined, and we're gonna get it popping. Final thought.
Um, be happy, be you. Don't let people persuade you to be anything else but what you want to be. And as long as you can do that, it'll all work out in the end. But you are unique in your own self. That's what I will say. I'm grateful to learn that now.
Hmm. 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 Nice. Final thought. Consider that you may have a mental health concern. If you're not feeling yourself, you're not feeling normal. You recognize that it's been longer than usual that you've been out of your normal self. Consider it, and think about it. And if anyone comes to talk to you, it's not about you. So take yourself out of it and just kind of be there for that individual that may come and talk to you. Because it's not about you, and it's not about, well, if it was me, this is what I would do, this is what you should do. No, that's not, it's not about you. All right. So be cognizant if someone comes to talk to you, or they may seem a little off. Just be cognizant. And that's my final thought. Well, it's been real. Thank you, cousins. Thank you, cuz. We'll see you here shortly. And we hope you have a good night, good day, good morning. And take that PTO.
Oh, take that PTO. I will be taking my PTO this summer. I
Take that.
definitely will. Yes, take it. I forgot about that.
And we'll catch y'all on the flip.
All right.
Later.